At 30 volts, observe the movement of the boom. When 30 volts is given without snubbing, observe the movement of the boom during opening and closing. During closing of the boom is hitting the motorized boom lock hardly when there is no snubbing. When 30 volts is given without snubbing, the boom is hitting the motorized boom lock hardly. At 30 volts, just observe the impact of the boom, how it is hitting the motorized boom lock. Just observe how the boom is hitting. When 24 volts is given, now observe the opening and closing of the boom. When 24 volts is given without snubbing, you just observe the movement of the boom. At 24 volts without snubbing, during closing of the boom is hitting the motorized boom lock somewhat better comparing to when 30 volts is given without snubbing. Just observe the difference. At 20 at 24 volts, just observe the boom. At 24 volts without snubbing, how the boom is hitting the motor boom. At 24 volts, when there is 5 ohm snubbing resistor is given, now observe the movement of the boom. At 24 volts, when 5 ohm snubbing resistance is given, during closing of the boom is resting on motorized boom lock smoothly. Just observe the difference between when there is snubbing and without snubbing. At 24 volts, when snubbing is given, the boom is resting on motorized boom lock smoothly. At 24 volts, when 5 ohms snubbing is given, in the multimeter you can see that when 24 volts is given, at the motor we are getting around 23 volts. During snubbing it was reduced to 17, means there is a droppage of 4 to 5 volts. So that with snubbing the speed of the motor will be reduced and the boom will rest on motorized boom lock smoothly. Again observe that during closing, when there is when snubbing is given, when snubbing is given, just observe the voltage drop. It is reduced from 23 to 17 volts. Now observe that at 24 volts, if we give 10 ohm snubbing resistance, we have given two resistance in series. You just observe the movement of the boom. At 24 volts, when snubbing is given with 10 ohms, the boom is resting on motor boom lock smoothly. Now we can see technically multimeter. You can see that we have given 24 volts. Same way we can observe in multimeter at the motor, it's showing 24, 23. Just observe during snubbing how much the voltage is reducing. It is reducing from 23 to 15 volts.